Rest of the values like residence and all that encoded proper values or how?
Uh, we are directly passing our values. Maybe we have to write, I mean, we do have to write the manual code of like converting all the.
How you are predicting here? If you have you predicted for manual data?
Yes, yes. Yes.
Once try with that. I wanted to see because it's not very possible. If you save the model, it will behave like opposite of it. It is not very
We
possible.
do have to write that forecasting code there also in plans, or else you can directly predict.
You see, dot predict function you will calculate there. You will pass the data normally, but how it is expecting the data in that way you need to pass it there.
Okay.
If you are not, if you're passing, if you're changing the order also, if you are not passing properly, it will not get the result. Simple like that. If you're passing here time delta values and coded values, all the thing is min max scaled properly, you are passing it there, and you're passing a normal data points, it will not predict it. Now, simple like that. You need to pass the same kind of data there. How it has been trained, just see your extrained data there. And extrained data, if you see there, na, exactly in the same format you need to pass that data.
We are in training itself year, month, day, and after that hours, minutes, seconds, and in standard time
Uh,
0 0.
like it is running still, I can't see that thing.
Okay, okay.
But
After running because
whatever you have passed in extrain, take the first row of extrain. Exactly in the same format, same way you have to pass in your model.predict also. That's all.
I mean, like in front end, like it is taking the date, but it is not taking hours. I guess, like maybe in. I mean,
I think India standard time it cannot take. I mean
no,
0
no,
0.
No. Front end it is not able to get the data or back end what it is happening.
it's not fetching. I guess, like while we are giving the hours time.
Mm-hmm.
Like in backend, it's not fetching. I guess. In
Front
model.
end is not able to get the data to the back end this hours time. Then front end code is an issue there. So you need to tell to the chat GPT, I wanted to extract the hours data, but hours data it is not getting it properly. It will get you that thing. That is the code will be updated in the front end. But one thing I wanted to tell you again, just see the extrain data. First row of data. Exactly in the same way, same kind of values you need to pass into your model.predict also. Otherwise it will not able to make the
This
predict.
is the predicted
This is
value.
the Kerala data. It's predicted the values.
I am not interested in predicted values actually. I am interested into this thing.
How we are
Extrain.
model save the model.
Hmm? Extrain.
Down.
Extrain, can I write it now?
Yeah. Sorry.
We don't
It is.
work at.
It was.
Hmm?
We are not in the run the sales from the start.
Hmm. So maybe once extrain, no?
Okay.
I'm telling you, extend how you have passing the data and you're fitting your data in model. Exactly the same extend first row, pass it, it will predict it. That means in the same format you need to pass the data however you have tried. If you did it min max scaling, you have to do min max scaling.
And then we have to
Then
pass
you
it
have to
there.
pass it there. If you have encoded, you have to encode the data. Then you have to pass it there. Otherwise, directly it will not able to take it. It will not able to make any predictions there. Getting?
Once it runs now, we'll let you know.
Once run, let me know. Extend once show me that. Okay. What is like happening with like you guys projects?
Actually, we did weather forecasting.
Hmm?
So we have completed weather forecasting analysis,
Hmm.
and we were not getting the terrestrial path, and we have done the car prediction.
Car prediction then. LSTM model you're not able to make it, you're saying.
Yes.
If you're not able to do that thing, then use any other model, you can use it. Otherwise, LSTM, like example, I can try to show you once, like how you can do it. These guys are making LSTM model only. You can take help from them also. Simple like RNN we have did it now. We just need to add few more layers for your models, so it will be predicting more good. Huh.
So in ChatGPT also, at first while retrieving the column names, I have given to take the column names.
Hmm.
So for first 10 data, it has given me the column names and the data related to it.
Hmm.
But after that, it was saying that the content which I have given is violating my policy, so I can't give it the information. So the same issue may come in GPT-5 about.
GPT-4, GPT-4 it's coming.
I have used GPT-4 Mini for retrieving that data.
Hmm.
GPT-4 Mini also gave that same.
Same error. Like how you guys will then do this thing? Hmm? I'm trying to think a different plan of it right now. GPT-2, all the other kind of model is not going to perform that much good. I've tried it. Yesterday I was saying about all those things. So lots of LLM model you have it there. Olama is good actually. Other than Olama, like Hugging Face is also not that much good actually. Hugging Face also I tried it there, and all the GPT-2 and all those model I've tried. Those are basic ones. Okay, there are few other model like P5 and all those things, but most advanced LLM model is GPTs only.
GPT-4 maybe.
Hmm. Can we do manually? I'm trying to think about it, but how much details you like? You have a lot of textual data in one sentence, now. So like, if we do like, there is a like a Facebook AI similarity, FAS we call it, right? FAS. It find out the similarity actually, proper similarity into the data. Suppose you are passing a data a sentence there, it will find out what are the most similar sentences you have it there. If you're finding out the words, what are the most similar words you have it there. You need to find it the vector, you need to find it pass into the vectors there. So I'm thinking little bit into that direction. Suppose if you directly do not pass the data, if you directly pass the vector into it, into the GPT, then it will not able to tell, like it will not able to like analyze that part, whether it's words, harmful words and all that. And then the vector output, if we can somehow convert into the back our normal text, then we can get the data. But this is also like something that very complex. I'm not able to get this part right now. Hmm. The thing is like that, this detail I'm trying to think into that direction, encode it, then pass it into this kind of advanced model and try to but the problem is that these locations and all those, it's a NER data actually, name entity. So if this is NER data, and if you are passing encoded values, it will not able to find out this is NER data. You need to pass that word exactly. You need to pass this word exactly from it. Hmm. Can we change the prompt actually from it? Like, what you guys have changed into the prompt? Hmm? Just manually do this. Copy and paste into this data into ChatGPT and tell the ChatGPT I want all NER values into it.
Okay.
Segregate all the NER values from it, and NER location it will come. And for date, date it is not an NER.
Date we have column, separate column.
Separate. So
I mean,
date you guys already got it. So no.
date we have like this date and
So
time
any in
separate.
NER, what kind of data it will come? Name, entities, locations, all this kind of data, and that is the important thing that we wanted to get it right now. Copy this data and pass in ChatGPT once, like whatever it's not giving the result. Manually paste in ChatGPT. Any single data, any single uh, content only. Just click onto this part. Hmm. Copy and paste into ChatGPT. Tell to the ChatGPT. Hmm. Give me all NER here from here. Give me all NER, NER, N capital E capital R. For my NLP analysis. For my NLP analysis. Better. No issues. Hit enter. maybe while it's
But it will give the
Answer will take somewhat time. Then
it's given. It's giving the data. It's giving the hmm? Content. It is removing no issues for us.
So what happens, sir, when I have like given like this one, I have pasted the information.
Mm-hmm.
After 10 times, it has given it, it has removed the data and given
if
only
you repeat,
the
take multiple times, you can repeat this. Somewhat it stop at
after 10
10,
times it is
10
stopping.
repetitions or 20 repetitions. It will stop that.
It is not a paid version issue.
Hmm.
So we are manually watching the options. So at certain point of like limit it is taking like 10 times or 20 times. After the same we are repeating. After that it is not taking.
So after 10 times, how much time? After how many time? How much times you can pass it then?
See as a machine fast in 10 times.
She thinks she is saying 10 times.
10 times. After 10 times you passed, I'm saying that how much time then next 10 times you can pass it, or there is a time duration or not.
We haven't changed that thing.
Because I'm not logging in.
Okay, you haven't logged in and then you are doing it.
If you log in only 10 for free version, it is only 10 prompts are
Mine is paid version actually. What you are using
It
AWS?
is paid version of the course.
Mine is paid version. The keys that you guys are using.
if you use by logging by logging in and if you use this 4.2 it will work for only 10 prompts. Nearly accurately it will work on 10 prompts.
And then after that it will gone.
It will again shift to like place. Also like
But it's taking somewhat time.
Olama is better.
It depends on system it works.
Hmm?
Depends on
For
different
me,
system.
it is still running
Currently system it working good to
Hmm.
for 400 days.
yeah, somewhat some good system is there, it is working better result it give.
Hmm.
Somewhat system. It depends upon system also.
Computational power.
And Olama you can't use on the Google Collab also.
Yeah,
one more thing everything is in prompts sir. Actually if you give proper the prompt
What is doing now? It's understanding content and directly it's giving that whatever the prompt you will give it, it will analyze the content and it will understand that content is violating the rule of ChatGPT actually. So how you guys will do this thing then?
is there any
sir, what is the process sir, in normal in real time like people in companies when the data engineer they extract the same sir, they do the same work.
No one have did this thing actually.
Not on this but like
No one, I'm telling you, no one have did this kind of work right now. Work. I'm telling you because you are using the most advanced technologies for doing it this work right now.
so everyone did the thing on by manually.
Which one?
Like some data I'm talking about
No, we use automations, everything. Automation.
yes, the same thing I'm asking. See, everything, every data will be not in table format.
Hmm.
First, there will be raw data like in same
segregating
text.
data.
So, how did they convert it into the
Just try to see any kind of data, whatever it's coming. It can be coming from various format, various sources. Okay. Suppose you are going on website, you are generating some data that may be stored into a document format. You are going and someone is wanted to like have their what is certificate there. Someone is downloading the certificate. They are giving the data. The certificate generated in PDF format. And now you are saying that I wanted to get the data from the PDF. Possible. PDF data. I'm telling you, PDF it is possible. Document it is possible. Website it is possible. Text it is possible. Every kind of data you guys can extract. The problem will happen into the pre-processing and cleaning of the data. Level of how what level you are trying to extract, how good or bad data you are extracting, based upon that you are going to do your pre-processing and cleaning work. Done. The thing is like that here you have a complete details. Complete means you can say a complete 1,000 words data you have it there right now, and you are saying that okay, I wanted to get this location data, this that data, I wanted to get like this. Now as a human we have to first of all read it. As a human, whenever you are creating any some sort of AI technologies, first of all as a human you need to understand whether you are able to segregate it or not. As a human you need to read this data, you need to find out the identifier locations, you need to find out dates, name entities and all those things, then you will be able to get it. Either you can try NER NLP once, NER of NLP manually. Okay, pass this data. I'm thinking that it will give you some of the data there, but not entire data. It will give you most advanced NER. Use it once because it will have the data of like locations and everything. It can try to work onto this data.
Our content, our analysis on only NER data only, so we are trying to get NER
Sir,
data.
in
Uh-huh.
real time, like completely, see, exactly
No,
data
sir.
in tabular format.
Somewhat we think we reduce some columns to see if we get some data, I think. Because it's producing, so we are taking lots of columns we are taking. Try to take one columns our columns.
Once column and
Column take
Like
and
column
reduce some
names, I
columns in
think
this.
we can ignore some columns.
no, like stick on the problems. Problem is that GPT is understanding that kind of as a violence content right now. So he's not like it's not going to work for us because whatever the prompt you are going to pass, it will analyze that it's a violation of the content right now. Whatever you try, no, it will do like this. Second thing is that if it is violating, so we don't have the option of GPTs right now. It's gone, right? Okay, this option is gone. Thing is like that we are still in my perspective we are still like try to find out NER data only right now. If you are trying to find out NER data, we can try NER once. I'm telling you, I'm not sure. I'm having 5% confidence of NER because I know for extracting the NER from this is also very tricky from here. Okay, so once you
But
guys can try.
here not a difficult
Hmm?
most because GPT understands mostly NER contents only.
Hmm.
If you collect the data, it's almost it will
No, we are. I'm not saying to telling you to pass the data into the GPT. Manually, NER operations. I'm trying to tell you.
okay, try to make NER
Hmm.
also from our content.
No, NER, lots of libraries related to NER, we have it right now. From NLTK or I use Facebook also. Facebook also have did a lot of good works regarding it. So use those things once. If it is working, good. Otherwise, if it is not working, you have to choose any other option. The thing is like that. I can't. I'm not very sure about NER. 5% confidence I have. Only 5%. 95%. I'm not sure that it is going to get the data. The kind of content you guys have it right now. So for this data, what you guys will do? Is there any identifier? You guys can manually find out any identifier there. Identifier. That's the same thing NER is going to also do. Once use NER, let's try to see that. Once use NER, GPT-4 is not going to give it. Hmm. Yes. Hmm.
Extracting some data, sir.
Someone which is not extracting only problem. What we extracted, we use the data for till now.
Hmm. Hmm.
Somewhat is getting some data
Number of accused. Immediate response. Yes, sir. It is giving, but not. It is not giving for everything.
complete.
You're creating a data frame out of it or not? Or
Yes,
you're storing?
We are storing in JSON.
JSON or no
This
issues.
is how we
It
are.
will update everything.
Mm-hmm.
This is how we are storing.
JSON format.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
From
But
there we convert to.
because it's a GPT generation, it always gives strings only. From that string, we need to
Bro, it will
convert
stop
our
now.
JSON.
So I remember.
Hmm.
I need to go.
94 minutes it is.
If I know it is going to stop, sir, now.
Minimize कर लो ना. You just minimize it.
No.
His system
If I
was
remove this, it will.
okay.
shut
You,
down.
you
I
should
need to go there now.
take my laptop. Use this. But mine was slow.
What I need to do now?
Take size. No
Mm-hmm.
problem.
Take anyone's other.
Size.
I'll
Buy
do
laptop.
Okay, I'll do it.
Hmm. Hmm. Motion recognition. Motion detection. Emotion or motion? I told you, na. I told you, I know that thing. Many people have did taken some advanced project, but I was not sure that I am able to see whatever the easy project was there that is completed. Weather forecasting, climate analysis, car parking, crop prediction, it has been done. Bitcoin, crypto prediction, whatever the advanced project, it's still running right now. Obviously you need time for that thing, na? Just take a second. I'm planning to pay today. AWS. Today, let me do the payment. Okay, guys, so let's start. So today is the last session, so I'm going to give you a complete overview of everything. Okay, and this thing that is left right now, like lang chain, RAZ, GPT, transformer, what I have understood up to now from that thing. Okay, and what I can suggest you guys to do the work regarding it, because individual topics, whatever we have it now, you guys can at least explore 1 month for it, and then you will start understanding what is happening. Okay, how you have to do those works. So yesterday we have seen RNN and LSTM. Like your simple RNN model that you have made it, you guys can also make LSTM model. Okay, LSTM layer, like we have added a simple RNN layer there. In place of simple RNN, you guys can use LSTM layer also, and you can make a LSTM neural networking also. Now the thing is like that, after doing all this model creations and everything, we have a lot of advanced technologies right now. Like people have trained those model with a huge data set, and it is able to make a very good kind of accuracy result. It's able to generate some very good result from it. Okay, so we have a, you guys know about it, we have a large language models, a lot of models we have into the market right now, and it is increasing itself. People are doing a lot of research onto it. People are increasing the efficiency of it, like your GPT. Earlier GPT-3, GPT-2, GPT 3.5, then the GPT-4, all these things is updating right now. All these are what? These are transformer model only, but they are increasing the efficiencies of it. Facebook have a different kind of model right now. Like Facebook use what? Like Facebook is the Olama, or which is relating right now? Llama. Okay, so like Olama 1, Olama 2, I guess these are the things released by Facebook. Facebook is also doing a very good kind of work into the LLM models. It have created a FAS also. FAS, like you guys have seen that word embedding. It was finding out the most contextual sentence or most contextual word related to it. TF-IDF vector is also capable of doing those things. But you guys have seen word to vec word embedding, most contextual word with related to your target word. Now FAS is most advanced technology. Like FAS will be able to do that thing also. So FAS is like Facebook AI, artificial intelligence similarity score. It will check it. Okay. So what it will be doing there? It will give you give a sentence there. Okay, you give your target sentence, and then it will be find out what is the most contextual sentence or most contextual word related to that sentence. We have target and context concept we have also there. Okay, so lots of people are working onto that part. Now think about it. I'm asking you a very simple thing. Suppose these are the large language models you have, GPT models you have, Llama models we have, Hugging Face also you have it there. A lot of, like, if you just started to count it now, 40 50 easily LLM models you are going to get it, and those would be a good models right now. And now try to understand, we are not able to see what is the architecture structure of it, like GPT 3.5 or like Llama, how it is working there. We are not understanding that part. What we are trying to do, we are just trying to use it for our purpose. We are just trying to use it for our purpose. How, suppose we have a problem in our company, like we are trying to manage some support, and customer are complaining regarding something. Okay, they wanted to raise a complaint, they wanted to have a query. So what the companies are doing right now, they are eliminating the human beings from there. So now, earlier what was happening, they were putting a lot of support people for solving these kind of customers problem. Any kind of problem we have related to customer, a manual people was there and he was solving that problem. Right now, those things has been replaced by these LLM models only, large language models only. Now they are using GPT models, Llama models, or different kind of models they are using to solve the human queries. Easily they are solving the human queries with it. Okay, they are passing what the query human is having right now, it will pass to LLM models, it will generate the data, and that will be shown. Like Zomato is very bad into that part. If you complain into that, it will never going to be forwarded to any customer support. It will be saying like that, okay, no issues, thank you, feedback. Every time it is going to do like that. Although you get a very bad food. So what is happening there? So they are using these LLM models and everything related to it for giving the for giving the support to the customers. So humans are eliminated there, in place of that LLM models is being kept there. Okay, now you guys tell me, if you actually wanted to see, like, do this kind of work, lot of LLM models you have, it has been already trained with a lot of data, it has been already trained with a huge data set, and now it is performing better. You give a query, it will generate the response based upon it. Okay, now what do you guys wanted to do into that? One scenario is there, either you just use it and create your web applications, create your entire model for it, which will give the response based upon the query. And that's what the work you guys have to do into this company also. I'm thinking right now, this kind of work you guys have to do actually. Why? Because LangChain, if there is priority of LangChain, so I've seen what the kind of work LangChain is actually doing it there. It's actually trying to provide a support system to our customers and everything. You have to create that kind of models, and you have to create that kind of pipeline actually there, where the data is coming into the pipeline, and like your model is able to be feed with those data, and it is able to generate the responses. I will give you the brief, I'll try to make some architecture of it, then you will understand how these things are working. But ultimately what I am able to understand, you guys are going to do that kind of work. Okay, where you're going to use pre-built, pre-trained LLM models, and you are going to feed with your own data, and you are going to generate some responses with it, and you will create a complete pipeline of it, and you will deploy onto the web server level there. Okay, this kind of work you guys may need to do into this part right now. So you guys are going to generally use it, not the thing like how this thing is working. In my perspective, like when I start to understand any technology, that's why this was happening. When I start to understand any technology, I wanted to understand how the thing is working actually. Then next thing comes, like, how to use it. Okay, how to use it, it is a second option for me. How this thing is working, this is the first option for me. Okay, so when I started to explore about it, I was not able to get this proper answer how this thing is working actually. Okay, because these are complete entire pre-built frameworks, pre-built libraries. We are just using some methods and functions from it, and we are using for our applications and software that we wanted to create it there. Okay, so all these LLM models that you guys are going to see, architecture answers, you guys, you're not going to get that kind of understanding like how this thing is working. You guys can get some basic idea about some basic transformer model, but the model that you guys are going to really use in your company, those models idea how this thing is working, you will not get it. You will just able to know how to use it only. You have GPT models, GPT 3.5, you use it for your response generator, and you use in your application for generation of the queries, and pass this result to the customer. That kind of work you guys are going to do actually. Okay, now for understanding this entire thing, we'll try to see some example first of all how this kind of ML ops and DevOps is working right now actually. Okay, I'm not going to go into that much brief, but I will give you a complete map of it, like how this thing is actually working. Suppose if we have a software there, if we have creating any product, how we are deploying it, what the kind of work we are doing it. First of all, try to understand a little bit of DevOps kind of work. Okay, how this DevOps is actually working, and then the same thing we are trying to mimic in ML ops also. And after, I'm telling you, guaranteeing you, after 6 months, this ML ops will be gone actually. I'm telling you, this is guaranteed. Why? Because there is some technology like GitLab AI and GitLab Duo is coming right now. So it is eliminating the entire workflow of DevOps and ML ops right now. GitLab AI and GitLab Duo. So people will not use that kind of thing. They will rely on to the GitLab AI, GitLab Duo that will do this complete work. Okay.
But what is MLOps to do? What is it?
I will try to understand that thing right now. First of all, you need to understand first of all what is a development cycle actually. Then you will understand the machine learning cycles, how the thing is working actually. Let's try to see how this thing is actually working. I'll give you a complete structure how I have built a product. Okay, and that is not a small product, that was a very big product actually. Not that thing. I'm going to give you a real example of a product right now, how that thing is working on a cloud levels also. Maybe the architecture could be little bit tricky. कब पानी देना वाटर है Now guys listen, the architecture of DevOps and MLOps depend completely what amount of work you guys are doing in your project actually. What amount of work you guys are doing in your product actually. It's totally depend upon that. One project you guys have deployed, that is also end-to-end project. Like whether you deployed weather forecasting, climate analysis, that is a kind of product only. But that is a small product. We have created a front-end, back-end model, everything, Tableau, dashboard, everything, integrated it, deployed onto the web server level. We got the link, anyone can use it right now. I showcase that project whenever I'm going into any other batch. I open that link because it has been deployed right now. I open that link and showcase like this kind of project people have did it right now. End-to-end projects people have did it right now. Okay. Now that is the easiest process that I have told you right now. This is the easiest process because I have seen a lot of process for doing this kind of work. This was the easiest process that I have told you right now. Now I'm going to tell you, if I'm creating a product based upon my requirement, what kind of work I will be doing into that. First of all, I'm taking a scenario. Okay, the scenario is what guys, I'm creating a product that will go, okay, that will take the data, like you come on my website, there will be a sign up page, you click on the sign up page. As you click on the sign up page, you will be getting an option called Google sign up. Okay, Google sign up, and as you are selecting your mail ID, okay, so you selected, it will list down all of your YouTube channels. It will list down all of your YouTube channels. So after listing out all of your YouTube channels, you select any of your YouTube channel. You selected any of your YouTube channel. Now as you selected your YouTube channel, it will ask you some permissions there. After giving you the permissions, what it will be able to do guys, it will be able to take all data from your YouTube channel. Actually it will get all the data from the YouTube channel. And now try to understand, if we are getting the data from the YouTube channel, that data we need to store somewhere or not? That data we need to store somewhere. So we need to create a complete pipeline for storing that data. How we are storing the data, into it, what place we are storing the data, that is also matter. Okay, so this complete thing totally depend upon what kind of product you are creating, what kind of work you guys are doing actually. So right now let's take a complete problem statement. What we wanted to do guys, we wanted to create an analytical solution. Like, let's just try to understand YouTube analytics. You guys have seen there, na? Many people have seen, but I'm giving a brief of it. So what kind of product we wanted to create? We wanted to create a complete analytical website of YouTube data. Means if you are a YouTuber, you come on our website, we will give you meaningful insight from your data, which will help you to develop your upcoming videos, which will help you to grow your channel actually. Okay, so complete YouTube analytical solution we wanted to provide it right now. Now for this thing, what is the basic requirement we have? We need to show about this, we need to understand about this basic requirement. What is the requirement you guys are thinking? If I wanted to give this solution to the users, you come on our website, log in on our website, and then you will get a complete solution of your YouTube. Means you will get a meaningful insight from your YouTube data, through which that you can grow your YouTube channel, you can make more better videos. This kind of problem statement we wanted to solve it right now. What kind of thing we need it? First of all, so understand the need about it. Okay, so obviously if user is coming, I need a front end for it, because user does not know the coding and all those things. He just know the basic layout, he will interact and do this job right now. So we need the front end. Obviously for front end we need the back end also. Okay, front end back end as the core of that. We got that thing, no issues. Then what we have to do, we have to make him sign up through Google only, so that after he made the sign up through Google, we will be able to access his all YouTube channels. If you are not able to access all his YouTube channel, we will not get the data. So the first thing is that we made him to access, we made him to sign up or log in through his Google account only. Okay, with Google, through Google only. So after he did this login or sign up through Google, all the YouTube accounts will be listed down. And then what will be happening there? He selected YouTube channel, given the permission. Then after just that, we have to start triggering our pipeline, and it will start extracting the data from his YouTube channel and put the data at certain places. After putting the data into certain places, then what we need to do there? After the data has been put in on certain places, then we need to show him analytics we need to show. And how we will show this analytics? What are the options for showing the analytical? SQL queries. Backend will go with the SQL queries. Very complex analytical queries you guys need to write it for finding out the meaningful insight, because huge libraries like pandas and all those things you will not use into the backend for analytical queries actually. Okay, it will take more time for it. Either you use no SQL query language, either you use SQL query languages, but generally people use SQL query language for analytical insights, right? Okay, so you will be using a SQL analytical queries in the backend. You will get the meaningful insight, then you will send this data to the front end, and then the front end will show graph and charts. So complete solution, first of all you need to understand the problem statement. Based upon the problem statement, you need to see the solution there. I have just told you overview, but I am going to tell you how on architecture level we have did this work right now. Okay, so let's try to see. This will be a little bit tricky, but let's try to see how we are going to do right now. So I'm starting with the first thing that you guys are aware about. Front end, like, is the easiest part that you guys can say. Like, you go on ChatGPT, create the front end there. Okay, so first of all we are creating a very basic layout of our websites right now. Okay, with the help of front end. Actually we have created in two parts. One is for displaying, one is for doing more computational work. So front end, like basic front end, we have created with React only. Okay, so we have divided in our website for two parts. One is Like for displaying purpose, you come on website, everything will look good, proper. And when we have created this separate panel for the admin page. So admin page we have created separate. Like if you go there now, multiple website is like that. Suppose like you go on Amazon website now. So for Amazon buying product, it is different website. For AWS, it is different product. And that example, like let's try to see that Flipkart. Okay, for Flipkart buyer, there is a different layout. For Flipkart seller, there is a different layout for it. So we have created two things. First, just for displaying, and second is complete admin panel we have given it. So where user can see the complete analytics of it. So first we have created front end of it. Very basic front end we have created. This front end, you need to use some sort of good technologies for it. Okay, so HTML, CSS, every time you guys cannot use it. So I have we have used there React.js. React. We have used there React.js. Okay, so Reacts we have used for creating the front end. Now front end will have a lot of options, guys. Front end will have a create an account option, sign up option, login option. These kind of options going to have it there. Okay, these kind of options is going to have it there. Now suppose if someone is coming there, he will be getting two basic option there. He will be getting two basics option. First is create account and then login. Okay, create account or login. I'm just changing something in architecture level because I wanted to make it little bit simpler, otherwise it will go more complex there. So he's getting very simple options, sign up or login there. I told you we wanted to make him sign up or login only with what account? Only with Google account. Okay, listen very carefully, otherwise you will confuse what the thing is happening right now. So we are saying that we wanted to make him sign up or login only through what? Only through his Google account. Okay, so if we wanted to make him sign up or login with Google account, so what we need to use, what we have used it for this, we have used Google OAuth 2.0. So we have used Google OAuth 2.0 authentication system for it, through which we can make anyone to sign up or log in there. So made him to sign up or log in there, and then after Google authentication, all the mail was listed down. All the mail was listed down, and after all the mail was listed down, he selected a particular mail, and then what happens? YouTube accounts was listed down. Okay, he selected YouTube account, given the permission. Now we are getting the data. So after he selected the YouTube account, given all the permissions, what we are trying to do, there is a concept here, guys. Like we try to store the access token of that like account. Actually what happens into the backend level on Google and any kind of API level, you need a certain kind of token to access the account multiple times. That you guys will also do in your GPT models also, because multiple time you need to access the data of multiple users there. Then you can give him a proper support. Suppose if you are that kind of person, you're creating LLM models for this thing, and now if any user is coming, and now what you wanted to do there, you wanted to give him a proper support with your LLM models right now. Now what you need to do, at least you need the data of that user or not. For getting the data of that user, you need some sort of token, and that we call it as an access token. We call it as an access token. With the help of access token of that particular user, we try to get the entire information of that user. Then after that, we can pass into our GPT models, and we can generate a very proper response for that user, right? Okay, so this concept is everywhere. That's why I'm telling you, for understanding MLOps, you need to understand DevOps at least. So how the thing is working, then you can understand that complete architecture for it. Now, after we are getting this data, we got some user information, email ID, YouTube account, YouTube name, all the basic information we'll be getting. Then what we are trying to do, we are trying to store the data. We are trying to store the data. Now, whenever guys try to see, this is not the data that YouTube data we are storing. We are trying to store that confidential information right now, you can say. We are trying to store access token, email ID, somewhat refresh token is also a concept there. We try to like store those kind of information there, like confidential information we are trying to store. So what we have used for confidential information storing every time, you guys can use anything. You guys can use SQL database, whatever the database you wanted to use, you can use it. But we are heavily relying on DynamoDB. So we store this data into DynamoDB database. DynamoDB database. Now in DynamoDB database, what we have this user. We have this user and we have that access token of that user. Access token of this user. Now on any time I'm telling you, anytime if I got this access token, anytime I can access the data from the user's account. If I get the access token, anytime I can access the data from the user's account without having any hesitations there. So I got this data and I have stored this data in DynamoDB database right now. We stored the data into the DynamoDB database right now. After doing this thing, what we will do, with the help of this user's information, with the help of this user and access token, we will try to retrieve all the data from his YouTube account. We'll try to retrieve all the data from YouTube's account. Suppose if there is any YouTuber who is having just 1,000 subscriber only, he is having just a YouTuber, he is having 1,000 subscriber only. If he is having 1,000 subscriber, that means he is going to have a lot of data or not? Lot of videos data is going to have. Every individual videos is going to have likes, comment, dislike, what the comments have done, who is commented on his YouTube account, who liked the videos. Every bit of information you are going to have it there. Now all the information, it's just for you are just getting from one account. Try to understand. All this information we are just getting from one account. Now suppose you have 1,000 users. From one account, how much data you guys can get? Expect like how much data you can get it. If he's a YouTuber, 1,000 subscriber at least he is having. How much data you can expect from one account? I'm telling you, one account that was too small, we were extracting around 300-400 columns of data. Okay, and every day on daily basis we are extracting the data. It was at least coming around 100 rows or 200 rows minimum. I'm telling you, 300 columns, 300 rows minimum it is coming right now for just one user. If the YouTuber is big, 50,000 subscriber he is having right now, and you are trying to manage that YouTuber, it will go long more, it will expand more there. Okay, this is the problem was coming. Okay, now this such kind of this data, how you will store it actually? This is a very big problem actually. Distributed database management system, you guys can use it there. This is one thing you guys can use it, but we wanted to use that thing that is efficient and we can use it easily. First thing, whenever we wanted to use any kind of project, whenever we wanted to use anything, any kind of system, tools, whatever we use it, two things we see with there: how much efficiently it is solving the problem and how much user friendly it is right now. Okay, how much it is easy to access, how much it is easy to use. So distributed database management system, you guys can use it there, but based upon that you need something that can store big data. Okay, we need something that can store big data, and that's where the BigQuery, we have used it for that. Because we have chosen BigQuery, it was totally based upon SQL. First of all, was first thing we got, it was totally based upon SQL. That means we can write analytical queries into the backend easily. Okay, second thing, it is capable of storing huge data. BigQuery is very good and capable of storing huge data set. So this second problem was solved. Okay, third problem was what? Retrieval of the data should be very fast. So BigQuery is also giving that part. Actually, you can do machine learning algorithm into the BigQuery also. You can directly implement machine learning algorithms into the BigQuery. It provides that kind of feature also. Why? Because BigQuery is very fast. If you wanted to retrieve 10,000 data and for 200-300 columns, matter of second it is there for retrieving the data from the BigQuery. So BigQuery is pretty much fast into that part. So for storing that larger set of data, big data, we have used what? We have used BigQuery for it.
We can use PySpark for it.
You can use it. Any kind of database system you can use it there, but that should be able to handle what? Larger data set easily. So you can use that thing. We have choose these technologies. Why? Because these were very efficient, and like whatever the people we wanted to use, they can use this part. Now the thing is like that. So what happens? Data is coming, 300-400 columns of data it is coming right now. Now tell me, are you going to put the data into a single table? pretty much the toughest challenge that I have got it right now there, segregating the data there. 300, 400 columns, and in future it will expand. Think about it, in future it will expand. You need to design a very good level of architecture there. At least 10 times, 15 times I was designing the architecture, removing it, designing the architecture, removing it. Then finally we got a complete solution for this architecture. I guess 20 to 30 days, at least 1 month I have spent it for completing designing the architecture of it. It's taken so much of time for it because I wanted to make it future proof also, so that if my data is expanding, I can put it in properly. Otherwise, if anything is going in bad direction, like anomalies problem, if any kind of anomalies problem is coming, I'm ruined there. Like I'm not able to manage my data properly. So after creating the architecture in the BigQuery, I was started to store the data into it. But now try to understand, we are trying to store the data from the user's account using access token into the BigQuery. It will not happen automatically, so you have to create a complete pipeline for it. Okay, so you need to create a complete structure, complete cluster, a complete pipeline for it, so that it can store the data into the database for it. Okay, so how we have did it there. So computationally it was very powerful. Like computationally we have to choose something that should be powerful actually, and that can automatically expand itself based upon the user's request. Okay, based upon the user's request, it can be expanded also. So what we have used, suppose I am running a program, you guys are running a program now. I'm running a program, and that is getting around for one user it is getting around 300 columns, 10,000 rows of data it is getting right now for just one user. Suppose multiple people are requesting and the same program need to be run right now. Okay, so computationally how much load it will handle, that we need to manage or not, that we need to manage it there. So we manage it with the clustering algorithm, clusters. We use clusters for it. Okay, especially we use Fargate cluster. These all things I'm telling you based upon AWS's only, AWS GCP tool only right now. So here for React.js, what we have used, S3, basic S3 we have used. We have a lot of option. We have used S3 bucket for it. Okay, for the BigQuery, obviously it belongs to which tool? GCP tool it's belonging right now. Okay, now using this storing this users information access token, we were using into DynamoDB. It belongs to what? AWS's. Okay, document database structure it is storing into that. Now for doing this computationally challenge works, we have used clusters there, and especially which clusters? Fargate clusters we have used it right now. Now somewhere you need to store your code now. Like this is cluster, it will expand based upon the user's request. Suppose I am getting one request, that much of computation it will take, and that much of resources it will utilize it there. But 1,000 users requested at one time, you need more resources there or not? You need more resources for doing that kind of thing. That's why we use clusters there. Okay, now at certain place you should have your code also now. At certain place you should have your code also. So whenever we have to do some computationally strong works, whenever we have to do there, we have to use this concept of container. Okay, we have to use the concept of container. You guys have heard about maybe Docker container. Okay, so that Docker container we have used for doing this computations work. Docker container. So what it was doing, actually, it was capable of two things. First of all, so actually on YouTube what happens, you are searching some videos and data is generating. You're seeing a videos, data is generating. On a live basis I can get the data, but it was costing a lot for us. Okay, so live basis I can get the data, but it was costing a lot for us. So what we have did, we have created a trigger for it. Trigger. So what we have did, with the help of that trigger, automatically in 24 hours, that trigger will get heated, heated. After that trigger get it heated right now, after 24 hours, then this Docker container will run automatically. What it will do, it will get the data from the DynamoDB user by user. It will start to get the data and it will put into the BigQuery. User by user it will get the data, put into the BigQuery. User by user it will get the data, put into the BigQuery database. So this complete pipeline structures we have created for it, and it was happening automatically onto the into the backend part. Okay, after we did this thing, we got the data. Then the next kind of challenge started to get it right now. What we wanted to show the analytics to the users actually. We wanted to show the analytics to the users actually. Okay, we get the data into the BigQuery. Just see, up to that we are getting this just data right now, and I'm explaining you the DevOps kind of thing right now, how it is working. Okay, so after it get the data into the BigQuery, after they get the data, now from that data, what we need to do, we need to extract the data for a specific user, and then we have to what we have to show him analytics of it, so that for that analytics he can understand better and he can make some mind onto it. Suppose we wanted to show him a analytics that, okay, recently 10 videos whatever you have uploaded, it is getting lesser like as compared to previous 20 videos. So he will get an analysis now what kind of work we have did into those 20 videos, that it was getting a higher like. My latest video is not getting 10 likes, like lower likes there. Okay, so these kind of analysis, how you will do it actually in backend for these kind of complex analysis, you guys are going to use SQL queries, because you have chosen that BigQuery there. You have chosen that BigQuery. If you have chosen that BigQuery, that means you are going to write what? SQL query. Why? Because it will be very fast, because speed matters actually. Speed matter there. If you're using anything that does not have that much of speed there, na, user will be not interested into that part. So SQL query we are using with BigQuery because it is very fast with that. Accessibility of the data pretty much it will be very fast. We get the result quickly, we send into the front end, so the analytics accordingly. Okay.
SQL is normally used for like normal databases, but this is a distributed database.
Huh. Which one?
This is a distributed database, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you use SQL, or this is specific SQL-like language?
What the Google have did with the BigQuery, they have created some sort of like Google have designed it BigQuery. So SQL was having two issues. It was not that much fast there, but on an analytical level, it was very good. Okay, so what they made it to do, they have provide. That's why they name it as a BigQuery. Why? They wanted you to they wanted to handle the larger data set, and obviously if you try to think it there, if it is able to handle larger data set, so it will not give you like a very slow speed, it will give you the fast speed. They have did something into the backend. What the architecture level they have did, we don't know, because they Hive, it's not like that, I guess. Hive query language is completely based upon different thing, because it's work differently. It's different actually. So on the architecture level, what the Google have did, we can't see that thing, but we are able to like see LLM models. I told you GPT 3.5, GPT 4.0, what the architecture level they have performed, we can't know, because that is sensitive information. They wanted to keep it sensitive, because if everyone knows the architecture, everyone can start to make those kind of product right now. So BigQuery is also something like that. Why the name is BigQuery? Because it can handle the bigger data with the proper speed also, with the fastness also. Okay, so that's why people are using it a lot. In multiple company it has been used. We have finalized these, whatever the things you guys are seeing now, we have finalized after doing a very good research onto it. Otherwise we can use now IQL, everything like that. We wanted to make a complete architecture on a very efficient level, so that any new people is coming now, he can join and he can start doing the work onto it. We are not like telling, okay, understand the big data concept, then you can use BigQuery. You guys can still use BigQuery without understanding big data concept, without having any issues. You can still write the SQL queries on the BigQuery, no issues with that. Okay, so after getting this data into the BigQuery, now what you need to do, you need to create some packets into the backend. Packets, we call it as a packets. We named it as like a packets actually. So different packets we have created in the backend. These packets was nothing but it's a packet of insight actually. It was a packet of insight actually. So we have created some common packets, some private packets also. So what this packets was able to do, suppose we have created a common packet. What we are trying to do there, into that we are analyzing the trend of the views, likes of a particular users right now. He have the YouTube channel, we are trying to analyze what kind of views he is getting, what kind of like he is getting. We wanted to analyze those kind of thing. Okay, what is the top videos is getting views right now, let's just analyze that thing. Top 5 videos based upon the views. We wanted to find out what are the top 5 videos based upon the views. So you can write a SQL queries for it or not. So we write a dynamic SQL queries. Into that SQL query, we pass the user ID, usernames, we pass the YouTube account, everything there. And then after passing that thing, we get the response from it. We get the result from it. And then this result, we need to send to what? We need to send to front end. Okay. So for each packets, for different insights we have created right now. So different insights we were getting, responses we were getting. After getting the responses, what we were doing, guys, we were sending into the front end right now. And I'm just trying to give you overview because the entire structure is more complex, whatever I'm trying to tell you right now. Packets was getting the responses, results is gone. Now this will be sent into the front end. And for this front end, we have created admin panel. This is just for showcasing, display purpose. This is the main admin panel, like everywhere you got na LMS. You guys have heard about it or not? LMS. So LMS kind of thing. So there in admin panel, user have logged it already, and into that they will be able to get their like insights, graphs and charts and all that. Data is gone. Front end people can create graph and chart, and they can manage the UI UX part, and they can give the results accordingly. But try to understand, everywhere one thing is missed. What is that? APIs. How the interaction is going to happen there, how the interaction with the admin panel and to this packets of the backend is going to happen there, how the this connection from the front end to Google authentication is going to happen there. So concept of API is completely missing there. But I'm telling you, we have used the concept of API of AWS only. So AWS, we have used API gateway. Okay. So API gateway we have used for it. So API gateway was managing, someone was requesting that, we get the request, we send into the backend will process that, get the result, send into the front end. So the same thing that you have did with the Flask, but on a higher hierarchy level we have did it. I'm telling you, we have created our APIs from the scratch. APIs from the scratch we have made it, then we are getting the data. Now, one thing inside this entire structure I want to tell you, this should be completely an automated process. This was completely an automated process. Okay. Now the thing is like that. Suppose on the packets, certain group is working right now, because one person cannot make everything right now. On the front end, certain people is working right now. On this admin panel, certain people are working on to right now here. On this cluster, Docker container, certain people are working right now. Different group is working onto that project, because one person cannot create everything. Okay. So what happens there? Different people are working in a different sectors right now. Now what we should happen? Suppose you guys have written 5 group people, you have it right now. Why I have told you to create your different branches, write the code into that branches, then merge the branches with the main branches there. Okay. And then after it get approved, then main branches will be committed there. Okay. So why this thing is happening? Suppose there are 5 people working on a packets, 5 people working on a packet there, and that 5 people work has been divided right now. 5 people work has been divided. So one people is working on views inside, one people is working on like inside, one people is working on dislike inside. Different people are working right now. Now at last, what should happen? After you tested it, your code, everything you did it right now. Now it started to merge that branch with the main branch. Then there will be higher level of hierarchy, that is team leader, you can say. Okay. Or any kind of person who is very good into that part, he can check your entire code, and after he approved that code, then he can merge the code into the main branches. Once it is tested, your code is properly tested, then what will happen there? This main branch code will be committed. Now tell me one thing, guys. Once the code is committed, if the code is committed, tell me one thing, automatically every change you will be seeing here. Once you committed the code in your VS Code, are you able to see directly the change into that? And on your website directly you are able to see the changes? You are not able to see the changes directly. Why? Because you have did a manual process there. So that's why you go on render now, then it tell you deploy latest commit. That is a manual process actually. Okay. So every time we don't want to do it manual, because multiple time commits is going to happen, merging of the branch is going to happen there, and then code should be committed properly, and it should be reflected on the live servers there. So this is not a manual process. For this kind of process, what we use, guys, CI/CD pipelines. one thing you guys know, continuous integration, continuous deployment actually. So what we try to do, we try to create a CI/CD pipeline there. How we have to create? We can't do that thing because it's take time, guys. For everything, whatever, every piece of information that I'm giving you right now, it takes at least, you need to spend 30 days minimum for understanding this kind of structure, how you're creating different pipelines there. Okay, so we create a CI/CD pipeline, continuous integration, continuous deployment. So what does it do there? Simple, in a simple word, I'm telling you, if I'm writing any code, my code is accepted, tested, everything is done, I committed the changes. As I committed the changes, that will be updated on my servers also, that will be updated on my packets. If anyone is requesting anything from that, the new packet, if I have released it, the new packet result also will be shown into that. So this will be managed by CI/CD pipelines only. This pipeline you also use in your MLOps also. Okay, we use into the MLOps also. I'll give you example with the lang chain, how the thing is going to happen with the lang chain actually, how this complete architecture structure is going to be happen with the lang chain also. Okay, we'll try to understand what the thing is happening right now. So this is the work, this is the kind of work we do in DevOps. Okay, and with the taking the inspiration of DevOps, we have now MLOps also. What kind of work you guys do in ML machine learning? First of all, tell me.
Keep on updating and predicting.
Just a second. Just tell me manual. I have given you like what kind of problem you wanted to solve right now. Based upon problem, everything changes, guys. Now tell me one thing, guys. What kind of work you guys do in machine learning and all this process? Ultimately, you need machine learning model for predictions. But before this, what kind of work you guys do it actually? First, you get the data. Now try to understand. Getting the data is also not a simple task actually. Okay, let's start talking with the very simple process right now. Let's start talking with the very simple problems. Now, what we are trying to do, first thing, every time you got the data manually, no issues. One problem we have with the data collection, that it's happening for 5-6 days. Okay, if you get the data, you are lucky, you can do your work. If you are not able to get the data for your problem statement, you need to spend a lot of time for data collections only. Okay, now tell me, what are the sources we can get the data? No, I'm asking with a problem statement. Let's try to see. Suppose you are a company. Okay, you are analyzing your customer behaviors, what kind of product they are buying, what kind of product they are not buying it, whether they are visiting the website, they are buying the product or not buying the product. So you are analyzing customer behavior right now. So customer is coming through your website only. Customer is coming through your website only. So if customer is coming on your website, the first thing is what? Where you are storing the data of that customer. So where you are storing the data of a customer is completely depend. If you're storing the data into any kind of basic database like RDS and all those things, or you're using MongoDB, DynamoDB, what kind of database you are using it for? Storing the database or data of that customer. Once you store the data of that customer from here, data of that customer into databases, suppose you store the data of the data like data of the customer into the databases. After you store the data, the next thing what you will do there, suppose you store the data into the databases. Now you wanted to perform certain thing onto this database. Now what you wanted to do, you wanted to analyze customer behavior. If you wanted to analyze customer behavior, you have to do a lot of work, EDA and all those pre-processing, cleaning, feature extractions, a lot of work you guys need to do onto that. So I have got my data into the databases. After that, what we'll try to do, we'll fetch the data from the database or not. We'll fetch the data from the database. After fetching the data from the database, what we are doing right now? Cleaning works. Cleaning works, we do it there. So cleaning works we try to do. Suppose I'm writing data cleaning right now. We can break into multiple steps, no issues. I can break into the multiple steps. Data cleaning is happening right now. After data cleaning, what it is happening? What it is happening there? EDA work suppose you are doing right now. You guys will only tell, like you guys will only tell the solution of all this problem. After do EDA, lot of, I'm telling you now, this could be completely changed. Some people is doing data cleaning, some doing is feature extraction, multiple things they can do, feature processing, pre-processing, they can do it. Lot of work it can be do based upon your work right now. So EDA, then I'm understanding, suppose you do feature engineering, you are doing, suppose lot of stuff you can write it based upon your work right now. Then I'm suppose writing, finally pre-process your data, and then create a machine learning model. दूसरा मार्कर नहीं है. Data pre-processing, create a ML model. After creating a ML model, you do your deployment or predictions. I'm telling you now, you can further segregate it. You can further segregate it. There is no issues at all. Okay. Now I'm asking you few things, guys. Try to understand properly. The main goal into this entire step was what? Creating the machine learning model. If you created the machine learning model, now we deploy it. You guys have deployed on weather forecasting, crypto, and climate change analysis. You have deployed onto that part. You created a model object. You deployed onto that. You can make the predictions accordingly. Okay, you did it like that. No issues at all. Now the thing is like that. New data is coming. New updated data is coming. If new data is coming, your model is still trained with the old data. Your model is still trained with the old data or not? But new kind of data it is coming right now. So how you can utilize this process? Multiple time you go and train your model machine with the machine learning model. You'll like you go there, you like feed the data, do EDA process and everything, all those things manually, and then like train your model with the data and then deploy it. Manually you are going to do this process? No, we are going to automate this process, and this automation of the process is called MLOps. This automated process we call it as a MLOps. Very basic example I told you right now. Very basic example. Okay, so you get the data from the databases, you do cleaning work, pre-processing works, you do EDA, whatever you want to do, you do the process there. But try to understand new kind of data it is coming right now. As per the new data, what it is coming, your model should be also trained with the new kind of data there, so that it can make more better result, more better accuracy, more better performance it can get. This kind of automation process we are going to do with the MLOps. And here also for automation works, we use CI/CD pipeline only. We use something like CI/CD pipeline only. Models created, trained with the data, commit the changes automatically is going to happen. Same thing we use. CI/CD pipeline, we also use it there. Whatever the DevOps concept we have it, we just try to put it in our machine learning process there. What in MLOps we are trying to do, guys? We are trying to automate the process. So the new kind of data is coming, my models get trained with the new kind of data, and it can process better result. It can perform better result there. Now I'm telling you, this entire thing, whatever you guys are seeing right now, it takes time. Everything takes time. I cannot come and just create a CI/CD pipeline in 30 minutes and done the works right now. It takes time, complete day it can take it for creating a very basic of it, very basic automations for it.
How do you create CSV?
Just see, this we generally do like there are some websites that give that kind of facility, like there is Bitbucket gives this automatically to you. Okay, give this process to automatically to you, like there are some options into the Bitbucket. You can directly create the CI/CD pipeline with that, with the commits options. We can do that thing. Other is that you can write the manual code of it also. Manual code you can write on to the cloud services.
Is there any web service in database that can do this?
Like it's not kind of web service. Suppose we have written your code on Lambda. Okay, so you're writing your code on Lambda. That means that code will not be only present on Lambda. That will be present on some repository. Okay, professional people does not use GitHub that much. Professional people either use Microsoft environment, either they use Google environment. So many people prefer the Microsoft environment. Microsoft environment provide the Bitbucket concept there. So like GitHub, we have a Bitbucket there. There we update our like project repository there, the entire code. that is updated onto the Lambda also. That is updated onto the GitHub project also. Oh, sorry, Bitbucket project also. So Bitbucket like provide this thing. CI/CD pipeline creation provide this thing. What does is this? You need to link it with the Lambda, AWS Lambda there. Okay. Now once the manual commit is happening, the commit project will be happening onto the Bitbucket project also. Bitbucket will initialize the CI/CD pipeline and it will update to the Lambda. So it is like this process will be provided by multiple services. Bitbucket is providing that thing, but somewhere there are some other options to write it manually also. I've seen that, but Bitbucket process I like it. Why? Because it is automated process. I don't need to worry about it. I just connect it with the Lambda and done my process right now. Okay. Now the thing is like that. Listen, guys. I know there is a lot of thing is going on right now here. Lot of thing you guys need to process today. Okay. So after you did this process, this automation, this kind of automatic integration, your model will be get trained with the new data and it can produce the better result. This we are going to see with the kind of service you guys are going to give it right now. That is LangChain applications you guys are going to make it. Right? So let's try to understand what that thing is. What else? You guys have in your syllabus. You guys have in your syllabus actually. No, system design you are asking. I thought that this process you guys. इतना requirement नहीं है. This is I haven't seen. I haven't used that thing. I haven't used that. But whenever we need that thing, now we need to do research actually. हाँ ये तो होना चाहिए actually. Hi, this is thing because you are managing like if you are experienced data scientist, you probably managing a team. If you are managing a team, you should know about that thing. What the thing is going on there.
ChatGPT was did you hear about it? Strawberry. Did you ever strawberry?
Strawberry.
ChatGPT 5.2 is called Strawberry. New version.
New version is coming.
It's called Strawberry.
I haven't heard about it. Maybe they are launching.
It's like much better than 4.2.
Okay guys, listen very carefully. First of all, we will understand basic idea about RAG. Okay. RAG we will try to understand. RAG with GPT model. All kind of GPT model, these models you are saying, this is LLM models, large language model there. It has been already trained with the huge data set. They are capable of generating new text right now, properly based upon your query. You go on ChatGPT, you write query, it based upon the query, it generates the result actually. Now the thing is like that, we have a lots of LLM model, okay. Now GPT LLM model, let's understand GPT LLM model. GPT 3.5, it's a good one. Good LLM model we have. It can generate proper data there. Now try to understand guys, one scenario I'm giving you right now. Listen very carefully. You are running a company, okay. You guys are listening or not? Only 1 hour, that's all. Just try to listen. So you guys are using GPT 3.5. GPT 3.5 is capable of generating a very good data. Okay, result it is going to generate it's very capable of doing that thing. Now you are running a company of e-commerce right now. You're running a company of e-commerce. Now what it is happening? There is a lot of information related to data is coming. Now someone wanted to know where is my order. Simple query. Where is my order? Directly, if you give this prompt to GPT right now, what it will give you the answer? Where is my order?
Which order?
Maybe it can produce some sort of result, but that will be not meaningful for you. That would be not meaningful for you. Now someone is coming in your website chatbot application and he's writing where is my order. So he wanted to know about his latest order. He wanted to know about his latest order. If he's wanted to know about his latest order, that means what is the status of this latest order, what is where it is in transit right now, whether it's shipped right now or it's reached to the nearest step. He wanted to know this kind of information right now. Okay, basic thing he wanted to know. Right now you need to respond it properly like a human being. Like as a support, what you like, hey, hello, and something you will write it there, your order is in transit right now, it will be delivered in next 4-5 days. Okay, you wanted to get this kind of proper prompt right now. Directly you will not get this prompt to the chat GPT. What kind of information you need to give to the chat GPT to generate this prompt?
Like you have to write very complicated query.
No, what you need to provide to the chat GPT?
The order, like current location.
If I am telling you I wanted to generate this response right now, like your hey, hi, hello, like basic greetings right now. Then after basic greetings, like your order is little bit delay and it is near it is right now shipped, and after 4-5 days it will be delivered. You wanted to generate this response, so directly you cannot pass now where is my order prompt into the chat GPT. What you else you need to pass it there?
Context.
Context related to that order means what is the context related to that order, what is the order number, you have it there, where the order location, where the order is being present right now. Okay, what is the last location of orders right now. If you provide these kind of context to the chat GPT, then chat GPT will be able to produce the response that you wanted to send to your user right now. So this context properly, how you guys are going to provide? The basic thing with the RAG you are going to do it this. RAG is going to help you to provide the most suitable context for your target. Target is what? Where is my order? Okay, most suitable context for your target right now. Okay, so basic idea what we are like, obviously these things you guys are going to do better than better with the LangChain. LangChain, I'm as per my understanding, what I have researched about it, it is built on the top of RAG only. It is providing more features as compared to RAG, but it is using somewhat RAG concept only. Okay, you need to get the context. Based upon that context, you need to send into your LLM models actually. Okay, so the thing is like that. Suppose I have numerous sentences. Sentence 1, sentence 2, sentence 3, sentence 4, sentence 5. I'm writing this sentence is related to machine learning. This sentence is related to machine learning. This sentence is related to hills. This sentence is related to waterfall. This sentence is related to snow. Okay, there are 5 sentences right now. Now, suppose we have a GPT model. GPT model is able to generate the response. In that means, like, it is able to provide the meaningful response. It is capable of doing that thing. Now what happens? Suppose your GPT model is not aware about what is machine learning. It is not able to know. It does not know what is ML actually. It is it's very funny, but it's not know what is machine learning actually. Okay, so it is not aware about anything related to machine learning. So what happened there? Now user is giving a query, what is machine learning, what is ML. Now user wanted to ask this question. This is a query of user query, or you can say target is also. This is target also. This is a query, our target. Now this query we need to pass in our GPT model. Directly if we pass what is ML in GPT model, it will produce the result or not? Try to understand. It is not aware about what is machine learning actually. It will able to produce the result. It will produce rubbish result which will be not meaningful for us actually, because it is not aware about what is machine learning actually. So what we will need to do, what we will need to provide to this GPT model, context related to this target right now. So if you tell me guys, This is what is ML right now. What is ML? We got it. If I wanted to find out, this is the sentence. You can say documents. Documents, you have it, complete documents right now. This is the entire documents, 5 sentences we have right now. Now tell me, should I pass all the sentences into the GPT model? Tell me, should I pass? I am asking the question, what is ML? Should I pass all the sentences into the GPT model as a context? We should not pass like that. What we should pass there? Sentence 1 or sentence 2, we can try to pass it there. It will get a better reference, better context to generate the result accordingly. So the thing is like that, if it is wanting that thing, you wanted to find out what is the most common sentence, what is the most contextual sentence as respect to this query. If I wanted to find out what is the most contextual sentence as respect to this query, what is ML, what how we will find out, guys? How we find out context and target? What do we do is there?
Before and after.
If I am trying to ask you, I wanted to find, there is a sentence, what is ML? I wanted to find out what is the similar sentence as compared to what is ML we have. You guys can clearly identify, I have written ML, you can identify this is ML related sentence. But you are saying that hill, waterfall, snow, it will be not related to machine learning. You are able to find out the similarity. But mathematically, computationally, how you will find out the similarity into the sentences? What the concept we can use it there? Word embedding, you can use it there. You can use TF-IDF vectorizer with the cosine similarity, you can use it there. Cosine similarity also you can use it for this, okay? TF-IDF vectorizer with cosine similarity, you can use it there. And the most advanced technology for finding out the similarity is FAS. FAS. It is provided by Facebook. FAS. But FAS is better, I have seen that, yes. Huh? Facebook Artificial Intelligence Similarity Score, something like that. Huh. FAISS. I'm telling you now, if you started to go into this direction, na, LLM model, never ending story it is there right now. It is never ending story. You are using new model, new kind of code you guys are writing, new thing you are doing into it, certain different parameters it has been used there, use that parameter. It's never ending story regarding the LLM model right now. So this is the best for finding out the similarity. But we can use TF-IDF vectorizer, TF-IDF with what? With cosine similarity we can use it. Cosine similarity we can use it there. Word embedding also we can use it there. So these things we can use. In advanced version you can use FAS, right? In advanced version you can use FAS right now. After finding out the similarity, I have given you references. You guys need to explore about it actually. Explore it, get the better idea. So after you find out similarity, suppose what is ML, I will show you with the TF-IDF vectorizer, because TF-IDF everyone understood properly. TF-IDF vectorizer with cosine similarity, we will try to find out the most similar sentence. Okay. So suppose TF-IDF vectorizer, it is giving sentence 1 and sentence 2. Now this will be what? It will be my context. It will be my context. So I got my target data, that is query. I got my context there. So if I pass the query and context now in GPT model, it will produce the better result or not? Now what I will need to pass in GPT model? Query I will pass it there, and our context I will pass it there. And now it can produce a better result. This is how RAG is working. This is how RAG is working. What is the full form of RAG? Retrieval Augmented Generation. Retrieval augmented generations. Okay, so this is the thing is happening in RAG. Now RAG you can use this thing. RAG is by itself providing a lot of libraries, lot of functionalities to do all this kind of work. That is obviously, that is on the coding level, you need to explore. Suppose any kind of new library you guys are using. Suppose I told you to create a game in Python. I told you to create a game in Python. How you create a game in Python? Whoever have explored Pygame module, they will start doing it. But each module of each functionalities of Pygame taking a lot of different attributes. You need to understand what the attribute is taking. It's going to take time or not? Obviously, it's going to take time. If you're using RAG and lang chains and everything right now inside it, every functionality is using different attributes there. You need to understand first of all those attributes or not. You need to understand. Yes, on that day we have used word to vec, Jensen models and all those things. Tell me, I was just writing it there. Somewhat I got the concept of vectorizations and all those things. Rest of the attribute no one was getting actually. I'm frankly telling you why, because this is the first time we were doing it. That any kind of new thing, whenever you're exploring, you need to understand what this thing is working, what this thing is doing, what this attribute is doing right now. Okay, and that takes time. It is not going to finish in 1 month, 20 days. Itself, LangChain, if you started to explore, I'm guaranteeing you more than 1 month it will be passed, and a lot of things you will not able to do there, because a lot of pipeline you guys need to create into that part. Okay, so this is the concept, basic concept of array right now. Now on the top of this, LangChain is designed, and it is facilitating you to solve a complete business solutions. You will be able to create a complete business solution, complete proper like chat GPT, I'm saying chatbot, with the help of LangChain. For complete solution, you wanted to create a proper chatbot, you can create it with the LangChain properly.
How do these people, like for example, if I ask ChatGPT how to make a Gannet form, it will not give me the answer. How can it tell that which to?
That's the same thing. It's able to identify the violence kind of words, violence activities, violence parameters, some sort of violence parameter it can have it there.
From?
అంటే బిఫోర్ ఒక బేస్ ఎల్ఎల్ఎం మోడల్ ఉంటుంది కదా, దానికి మనం ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్ సిస్టమ్ ఈ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఆన్సర్ చేస్తాం. దాన్ని ప్రాంప్ట్ టెంప్లెట్ అంటారు.
Prompt template.
LangChain లో ఉన్న ప్రాంప్ట్ టెంప్లెట్ ఆన్సర్.
Maybe that thing. मैं तेलुगु नहीं जानता. I was listening like this. I am understanding everything. Now tell me guys, we wanted to create a solution for this problem. We wanted to create a chatbot right now. How we'll create the chatbot in LangChain? Because LangChain support multiple LLM model, it will support multiple LLM models, so you can create it there. Multiple data source connectivity also it supports there. Like that is the attributes you have. I wanted to understand on a context level how it is working. It is using the RAG concept only. It's not like nothing like it is using some other thing. It is using RAG, but on the top of that, LangChain is designed right now. How it is working actually? How this thing is working right now? On an e-commerce website level, you think about it, because e-commerce is very good example. Suppose I am a user. I came on your chatbot. Simple example I am asking you right now. I am a user, I am a customer right now. I came on your website chatbot and I am giving this prompt, where is my order? Where is my order? If I come and give this prompt, what you guys will do in the backend? I'm asking you, I'm coming on a chatbot, I'm giving this question, where is my order? What you guys will do this thing? I want a response, proper response for it.
I will say which order, like multiple orders.
You can give that option. That is totally depend upon you.
Which order? Then you will click on that order.
Give some website and tracking website you can track your order by using the.
Now tell me, which is more efficient? Like if I am asking, where is my order actually? I am most probably wanted to ask my latest order or not. Most probably. Now one thing, you can put the everything, if it is manual, why you are using AI for it? Like lot of things you are eliminating the manual processing right now with the help of LLM models and artificial intelligence. If I am asking where is my order, I am probably asking with my latest order right now. Okay, if it is not latest order, we can give a further option. Okay, choose the orders. Which order you wanted to do. But probably think about it, I want my latest order information. Where is my order? I want my order information right now. How you guys will tell me my order information? So first of all, you need to have a database also. You need to connect with that. You need to write some code with that, so that you can fetch the latest order for that user only. You need to write some queries into it. You need to fetch the data. After fetching the order ID, what you will do there? Then you have to track that order. Where is the order is present right now?
But if you want to track that order, people will not see. Amazon sometimes has its own delivery service, it also has third party. Right? It can send with good order also. So you have to, based on from which provider you ordered, you have to go to the website and track it.
App did this thing actually. App did onto the lower level. So I'm telling you right now. So whenever you wanted to fetch it, तुम लोग सुन ही नहीं रहे हो तो I'm eliminating this thing right now. You guys explore about it because you guys.
This is the only class I'm listening entirely.
Huh?
It's the only class I'm listening from starting to ending.
Because you know already everything.
I mean, I get keywords, I will pay attention.
Uh-huh.
Otherwise, I will.
Like you guys are already explore about a lot of things. Now I was explaining that thing
Then
only.
the regular classes side, 1 year will be on what to say. Like, if I hear something I don't know.
So after you get the order ID, what you will do? Suppose I've given you the order ID. You get the order ID of that user from the database. That means database connectivity, database pipeline you need to create with the LangChain. Database pipeline you can create with the LangChain. It's possible there. Okay. After you did this thing, then what you will get? Order ID you got it. After the order ID you got it, what you will do?
You have to go to that.
You have to see which delivery partner have delivered that order. You have to have that information. After you see which delivery partner have delivered that information, with the delivery partner APIs, you need to track what? With the delivery partner APIs, you need to track what is the exact location, what is the latest location of that product. So after you get all these kind of contextual information, then you will pass this thing into the GPT model. It will generate a response, result into that proper response. It will send into the bot applications.
And what if user says order is 4 days away? It's in Mumbai, and I say I want it right now.
Huh.
What customer service will do is try to speed up that order based on your requirement. But
And one more thing happen into the LangChain kind of applications, these chatbot application, that if anything, your chatbot is not able to get it, okay, your chatbot, whatever you're designing, not able to get it, then it process to the next part, that is manual customers. Okay, if it is not able to process. One thing I wanted to tell you guys, LangChain support different pipelines. Okay, first of all, it can connect with the different databases. It can connect with different APIs also and fetch the data accordingly. Okay, and it can support different LLM models. So you can, for just one chat application, you can build literally 5 to 6 LLM models for one chatbot applications only. Based upon the query, it will get the result into LLM model and it will fetch the result and it will show to the user there. Now, just for discussion, I'm telling you, just for discussion, it is taking a lot of time right now. For discussing and taking overview of it, how this process is going on right now. How this process is going right now. Each attribute of LangChain, what it is doing, each functionalities of LangChain, what it is doing. You need to first of all explore about that. Then you can use it now. If I'm just creating a code from ChatGPT, suppose I've created a code from ChatGPT, I created the code, and then next what happens? There is different functions we have it, right? Somewhat I get the function like overview from the ChatGPT, but I don't know how to use it actually. For using it, I need to spend more time onto it. I will spend more time, create different pipeline, create at least one proper chatbot with the LangChain. Then I will be able to tell you now. And that's where you guys need to explore. It is complete solution. Whenever you wanted to create a chatbot for a like, this is a very good example. Whenever you wanted to create a chatbot for a any kind of web companies and all those things. Okay, so LangChain is a tool for that. You can create a very good chatbot for it and eliminate the manual process for it. Okay, when LangChain, your chatbot is failing, then it will get the manual customer, like manual people, to handle that scenario. Okay, so this is the complete entire thing we have into it, and lot of functionalities, lot of coding, lot of things you need to do into this. Just for LangChain, if you need to explore now, as per my understanding, if I started to explore LangChain, I'll at least take minimum 10 to 15 days. 15 days I will take it. I'm telling for myself right now, as if I'm spending 10 hours per day each, then I will create a more good pipelines for it. Then I'll able to understand. Once I've created, after 2 months, I will forget about that. It is very common. Like, it's happened. Like, it's very normal. You guys are doing Selenium code now. Just try after 3 months. You forget everything. You forget everything. Like, it will happen there. So whenever it's coming, we'll use it, and based upon that, we will do work on it. Actually, what you guys wanted to do, tell me whether you wanted to use LLM model or you wanted to create LLM model. Huh? But lots of computation, lot of resources you need into that. You can't create it alone proper. Huh? But money, it will gone and you will not create a proper one. Like it will happen. LLM model, guys, it's very tough to create actually. It's not the easy job. Like Google and all those people are trying right now. Google have the smartest brain right now. The person who created the concept of transformer, he's working in Google actually. The person who created the concept of transformer through which you guys are able to explore about GPT models, Llama and all those things, the person is working in Google right now. For like he's working in Google brain actually. So he's like doing like that. Ah, best LM model OpenAI, because he given the concept, but the best like has been created by OpenAI right now, GPT models. Tell me, like, what do you guys want to do, creation or like what? Where you are interested? Huh? The thing is like that. Suppose there is a technology. Okay, how this works? Suppose I go 30-40 year back, 20-30 year backs right now, and then I talk about prediction of sales there. Prediction of sales there. What you will do there? Like 30 years back, only 20-30 year back, the programming language was C, C++, SAP, C Sharp. These kind of programming language was there. Okay, so you need to predict the sales. So what you'll do, you go on a very basic level, do entire each one coding, redesign your algorithm, write every mathematical formula, every piece of coding you will do, then you will be able to make the predictions. Train your model, train your algorithm, then you will be able. Yes. Yes, then we will be able to make the predictions there. Now as the future is coming, like as the technology is increasing right now, so what you guys want, like pandas you are using, Seaborn, Matplotlib, all this thing you are using. Now if you wanted to create a very good facial recognition system, you don't start from the scratch only, na. You just go and start searching, creating a neural networking model from the scratch. You are using transfer learning. From that transfer learning you are using, you are creating a very good facial recognition system. Object detection you are doing from the transfer learning only. You're doing all this stuff. Now on the top of GPT models, what kind of advanced software you can create, that is the process you guys can follow there right now. All the transformer model, whatever you guys have it. Obviously people are working to create some transformer model actually. Google is trying, Microsoft is trying, everyone is trying right now. But on the top of these transformer model, what next possible good technology we can try to create it there? This should be our focus actually. How we can utilize it. Okay, my focus of utilizing this transfer model in different sector right now, because we can utilize it in different sector, like neural networking, all the transfer learning models you have, you can utilize for different works, right? Okay, these transfer model, how I can utilize it, this thing I can focus and I can invest my time into it, and I can create a good product into it, and in limited time. If I start to create a transformer model from scratch, word embedding only you will create it, and it will take a lot of time. Transformer model, forget it about it. Okay, so try to understand, this is why you guys have LangChain and this GPT models and everything, because the person, the company that is hiring you, they wanted you to create the solutions of these things. Okay, maybe I'm telling as per my assumptions, as per the thing that I have seen in the JD right now. Like they wanted you to use these application to create something. Maybe you guys can be on different projects also. You guys can be on different projects also. It could be like that. Huh? Uh, I thought it about it also, then I dropped the plan. Hmm? I tried it actually. It's not working. AGI is the next thing. Like I'm myself exploring these things right now, because my focus was completely on a product side. Like I was creating these kind of product. I was indulged in 2 to 3 years since creation of the products only. So I was managing multiple different teams there, and I was my focus was to create the products only. So 20 to 30 people was there. Some was working on databases, packets. Some was working on front end, back end, everywhere. So my purpose was to guide all these people to create the complete end-to-end product. So my focus has been completely shifted since 2 to 3 years. Actually, I was in this I was interested into those part more this thing AGI technologies, generative and all those things. But I don't had enough time to do that thing because I was focusing onto the product creation only, end-to-end product creation. Because that knowledge I need to get it, and I had got the good knowledge from it. I can manage every team. I can manage any kind of product, big products, small products. I can manage it completely, an entire solution. If any team is getting even the person is getting the problem in the React, also I can try to help into that in React only. Also, I'm telling you. So this complete thing I've got it, and now I have the time actually, and I'm exploring about this thing, IoT and this artificial intelligence. IoT and artificial intelligence. Actually, my purpose is to combine both of them properly. So that's what is the next thing I wanted to learn actually, because this generative AI and all those things, as per my understanding, we can explore more about it, but ultimately we need to use the LLM models only. Hmm? Hmm?
We'll work as a team.
Let's see what will happen. क्या पढ़ाऊँ बताओ, अब तो खत्म हो रहा है. हाँ हाँ, 1 घंटा भी नहीं. हाँ, मैं जीपीटी से बनवा सकता हूँ. LLM मॉडल में कैसे बनूँ एक्चुअली, मेरे को समझना पड़ेगा ना कि आर्किटेक्चर कैसा होता है, सब कुछ एक बेस रखना पड़ेगा ना. मैं कैसे बनाऊँ LLM मॉडल, तुम ही बताओ. मैं लार्ज लैंग्वेज मॉडल की बात कर रहा हूँ तो मेरे लार्ज डेटा तो चाहिए ही चाहिए पहले ना. अच्छा, अरे प्री बिल्ड तो ओपन एआई, जीपीटी, ओलामा, डिफरेंट एक चीज बताता हूँ तुम लोगों को, अभी सुनोगे गाइस, लिसन एवरीवन. Suppose you wanted to create a response, like I can show you the code. I have the code and I can get you the response of it. So suppose you wanted to create responses based upon some prompt. I'm giving a prompt, this thing, like what is machine learning? I want the response from it. ChatGPT, go and write it, it will give you the response. On the coding level, if you wanted to do that, what you will do there? Some of the free resources are present, like Llama is a free resource that you can use it there. Then Hugging Face you can use. It is bad actually. I am not going to use. But Hugging Face is giving you bad. That is the thing now. That is confusing for me actually, because if I need to get a best result, I just go and use GPT 3.5. Affordation, like this is the thing. So you need to choose actually, like how much accuracy you want and how much money you wanted to spend it onto it. Between that you need. Either then you can use Llama. Llama is best one as per whatever I've seen there. Hugging Face is not that much good. I have seen that actually. Yesterday I have explored about Hugging Face actually. Hugging Face is not that much good. I have seen GPT-2 and GPT Neo is free, guys. GPT-2 and GPT Neo is free, and you guys can use it, but that will not give you the good result actually. GPT-2 and GPT Neo is free. Directly you can import the libraries and you can get it from the transformer only. From LangChain itself, you will be getting different LLM model, like GPT you will get it there, and like a Hugging Face also you will get it. Different models you can get it from LangChain. But ultimately in the LangChain, if you are importing the GPT transformer, GPT model, you have to give the API keys of it. You have to use the API keys for it. Okay.
If you give any prompt to the technology, it will make some images and videos. So, what type of
data text you are giving na, and then it's converting into images and videos. That is the thing I have personally used a lot, but on a thinking level I haven't gone that far actually, how it is creating that image actually. Obviously generative AI it is using everywhere. It's generative AI, it's been used there, but how it is done, I haven't thought much about it actually. I will think about it actually. Because this text generation, everything, how it is happening, somewhat I have idea about it. But text to video generation, text to audio generation, text to image generation, how it is doing right now, at least I need to have a basic knowledge. I'll get that thing. I'm not aware about that part, how it's done actually. Maybe I can think, but I'm not completely aware about it, how it is actually.
GPT-4 only 69% accuracy.
Hmm?
GPT-4.
But who's giving you that 69%?
No, I was asking Google. When I asked this,
Accuracy you can compare, accuracy you can get it na, based upon comparison only. Based on comparison on certain specific thing. You know about like that Devin AI came there. Devin AI. It was doing comparison with different GPT models. So it has rated itself 67-68% around that. No, it rated itself and it's rated GPT's model at 1.7%. 1.7% accuracy result. So it's based upon what context you are finding on the accuracy score. It's totally depend upon that actually. It was finding on the context of software development. Okay, and find out the 1.7% accuracy is in GPT model. Devin AI was fake actually.
generally overall
Uh,
accuracy will be less.
uh,
Overall performance in all aspects.
uh,
Overall performance will be like
Maybe I like if it is 67%, that is good actually.
good actually.
In terms of
In terms of LLM and all this, generate results of generative
it is very good actually. Hmm? Black box model. This is also like a generative AI tool, like text generations. So like I heard about it personally. I haven't used that thing. My created a video. My entire what it was there. My entire ads was based upon AI only. My entire promotion of it was AI, like short reels. It you see na. I was not creating that thing. AI was creating that thing actually. I made them given a proper prompt and it's given some sort of ads and that in a reels format uploaded on Instagram, YouTube, everywhere. LinkedIn is also there. Ah, in not mine, my company. Hmm. How you guys wanted to go in this field? I'm like it's pretty much now segregated, like a little completely different things you have. I have seen different branches into it right now. Like some people calling them data scientists and they are working completely entire life for Tableau. Huh. I'm seeing that. I've seen that thing actually.
So it's like, they call a donkey a horse and make them a donkey.
But actually, if you see there now,
I tell you how it works. They will call a donkey a horse so that the person will think, wow, I'm doing a horse's work and run races. But actually, you're doing donkey's work. You get it? If they call it a donkey, no one will come.
they're calling it as a horse and you are a donkey. Like,
Role is like, you got job role is, they're calling a donkey a horse. That is a job role. Candidate will get attracted that he will become a horse.
Okay, but he is doing the work of donkey only.
And they will tell you, but you're a horse, you're a donkey, but then gaslight you to think you're a horse. So you will find that you're doing donkey.
But
It's all men.
Sir, again it is showing this same thing, sir. Like harmful-
GPDs or who's doing?
No, same column ads. Like llama we are using.
सोचते हैं let's think about 5 minutes to it. I'm thinking how you can tackle this problem because with the GPT model you don't have any way to escape it because I have tried this kind of thing before also and I don't have any way of escaping this part.
Sir, And one
It,
thing
is
is,
it was saying sensitive.
GPT-4 will give because even sensitive data also GPT will give, but in such a way we need to give prompt properly. But here we gave prompt to it that you think yourself as a working on a data analysis. I mean, kind of data analysis on this project. So give the extract. I mean, give extract the information which you have mentioned below from our database. We have mentioned. Even though it is given the same for some. I mean, for some queries it is giving the answer, and for on to some passages it is not giving the response. But ChatGPT 4 will give 4.4.
For it will give it for complete or once only.
Like complete one is same. We will do the same iteration, sir. Everything will be iteration. We will begin the iteration. We will take the one by one and we will see our prompt. Like prompt will be constant, but this passage will be very constant. Every time one by one we will give it. It will give the response. But compared to this, ChatGPT will work properly on prompts. In such a way, I mean, if our prompt is good, in the same way it will work.
It is giving what sections we can put that crime into.
Which one?
Rape 376 section.
Then it will tell that how many years you get.
Which one?
Olama.
Okay.
It is giving which section that crime belongs to. IPC section.
So, like ultimately, you are getting the data or not? Main purpose.
Somewhat that only.
Oh, Lama, you got it.
It's taking time.
It's taking time.
It's running for 2 hours. Therefore, 5 hours. We are charging. Charging is over, but the running is not over.
4.2
Like 4.1.
ChatGPT. We use it, na? Huh? Paid version. You guys have used paid version actually.
Before we have 2.5 turbo,
Huh?
which we
You guys have used paid version actually.
2.5
OpenAI.
turbo which we have used before.
And like 3.5 turbo was not charged that much actually.
Okay.
GPT 4 when you started to use na, started to get more. You guys want that OpenAI ones or not? But Monday you guys have to show like
See, we'll do one. Then Lana, over there, we put it into the Lana. And same line chain, we'll import the opinion. Other opinion. So, in place of here, we are using Lana. So, we'll use the same opinion for like in line chain. In
Okay.
Same process, we will give
LangChain you will use it. You can use it.
Right now, we are using line chain. And through it, we are using Llama
Okay.
model. Then now we use the same framework, we use like opinion.
So we wanted to use it. Just
Like right now, what we are doing is we are building a chatbot. Even we are building a chatbot, essentially we build a chatbot on some OpenAI, so that OpenAI will work properly compared to this Llama.
just a second.
Proper design, 2.5 and capital lead. Context will go properly change. Then you limited resource of data on the and then keep 4.0, 23 November generative number of 23. So as of now, GPT is trained and 4.0. It trained till November 23. I mean November 2023.
Olama is good.
3.5. Yeah, compared to 3.5, it is good. But here, no 4 is. See, if you haven't maybe gave proper prompt and all those things, this will be problem. Same prompt. See, prompt should be proper. Name and prompt should be proper. Manakati proper rank should have. When I know name and class are proper rank. I mean, need the discussion. Now, what I'm go last now the chat fighting sir, in my team everyone is data scientist. In my team everyone is data scientist.
Okay.
Except me.
Llama development.
So you guys will do with the Llama. If you need this thing, GPT-4, let me know once. But final data I want it there. I will do my analysis there. No, I want the final results actually, and if you can provide the data, most data try to find most data try to get it there.
Yeah,
Hmm.
what we want to communicate after the energy water.
Array, everyone's communication is open right now. There is no issues at all. Huh?
Complete our
There is no issues. We can discuss onto this.
what we were going to one gets large data. We are trying to make large data.
Where?
If ChatGPT, if it works, if it gives the proper data now outside, I mean, if it works properly, if it gives the proper data now,
Hmm.
then we will extract more data from other websites.
You will extract more data from other
It
website.
works properly. Right now we are stuck at formatting the data.
Hmm.
Right now we are stuck at formatting the data. We have
Hmm.
scrapped the data, but formatting the we are stuck at formatting the data.
Some work of the two data.
Do one thing, if you can get the articles from at least uh, 1 lakh, okay, 1 lakh articles you guys are getting, suppose I'll myself create a Docker container there, and I'll use a cluster there, and this process will go into the backend on AWS, and it will do the extraction of the data there.
Okay.
Okay, but with Olama it is getting proper. Olama it is getting.
Yes, sir. Extraction of data.
I'll give the access of GCP tools also. So you guys can store this article onto that. It will be stored properly into BigQuery also. There is no issues. We'll be expanding of it. It will get the more data there. Make this section of crime only. Section of crime only. Crime first, criminal case against women, and then we'll do for crime analysis there. One thing you guys have to do there.
For crime analysis, we'll get data more, sir. Even lots of data is present. Like complete crime analysis.
Just I wanted to know one thing: resource is authentic or not? Because if we are taking the data from news, that means that has been done or not. Crime has been done or not.
Somebody unknown.
Uh,
Just the article
Said
Hmm.
your maximum will be like done.
99%, I guess 90% chances at least it is done.
So even we can that I mean even we can extract we can classify those things also, sorry, by using same ChatGPT or Llama. We can extract and segregate those things also, like those data, like 100% completely murdered. I mean like completed case, happened case, and one is maybe like assumptions or something. We can segregate those things also because by context ChatGPT can understand. By context we can understand whether this confirmed a crime or not.
But
22,
2022.
20,000, 22,000 data.
No, sir. Till 2022.
Till 2022 it's giving the
Yeah,
data.
we have, I mean, structured data, sir.
But one thing you guys will get a problem into it. You will have a different website. For different websites, you will be writing different code manually. And testing in this case, testing is not the thing that you guys can do into it, because once you started the process, it started to get the data. If it is getting any problem, you need to update your codes and start from that process only. So if one thing you can try, once make the efficient code there, do first complete this project, represent on Monday whatever the amount of data you are getting right now, and do this Facebook artificial intelligence, like similarity score. Eliminate that eliminate the duplicate cases there. After eliminating duplicate cases, then try to represent in dashboard properly. Location, that data also you need to clean it properly, locations and all those dates.
We are not getting latitude and longitude.
Latitude, longitude, you will get it once you got India, state, district, this format you got it now, then you do. If you are getting any specific data also, suppose you got this Hathras only, so you can exactly extract from which country, from which state, this is using Google map API. Okay, get the data, let's do the crime analysis only. Outside Bagra village, Muzaffarnagar district, Uttar Pradesh. Yes.
You are saying like
Hmm.
you can get
Yes. If you have that, na Tableau will get automatically latitude, longitude. Do this thing. If after this project, Actually, I wanted to have entire data set of this thing from all the news resources. Even if we need to use the clusters, the containers and everything, now we'll do that. But we will try to do it actually. I'm actually interested into this part.
Monday we will not, because from
Huh.
Monday we will work.
Next week, my schedule, like, I'll not take like 10 hours, 12, but somewhat 7 8 hours of session next week also I'm going to have. After 5 6 o'clock I'll be free.
Oh,
Morning 8 to 4, or like, my morning 8 to 5 it is gone. Morning 8 to 5. So 6, so after 6 o'clock I'll be free. I'll invest this time onto it. I'll invest this time. I actually wanted to, because if we create this thing now, like somewhere we can represent it properly. Hmm. Hmm.
Can go after publishing.
Paper publish.
Yeah, recently
If everything is really, I mean, like,
Huh.
if something we find like proper data insights from the journal, so
Hmm.
we can, if it is true, then we can go for publishing all
we
this.
not you come better you run
Our analysis there.
analysis, then we do that.
And one more thing, na, criminal case against women I've given, and one more thing I have given. One more certain things like I've given unemployment I've given, but there is no things related to we are getting.
It's not completely getting, it's not updated till now.
Hmm.
It's only
It's
updated,
not in the news also properly.
it's updated 2022
Hmm.
Even not in news.
Hmm.
because the government need to update the data
Hmm.
according to our present data.
Hmm.
So the government will not update them from 2023 to 2024.
Hmm.
It's not updated.
Okay. Hmm.
Request government to update this.
That is this criminal cases we can try to analyze it. If we can do it little bit faster now, like 10 to 15 days now. Topic is still is pretty much trending right now.
Yeah, because if we go to police station, we get some.
And police station will not go there. Will social media is good too. Social media we can analyze it there.
In Twitter, they can do, but duplicates will be more. Like noise will be more.
Hmm.
Noise data will be more in Twitter if we use.
Hmm.
Because it will extend if you use any particular word now.
Twitter is not the sense. Like at least article is good. Article.
Same like case, plenty of people may be tweeted and all their reactions. So
Twitter is not like article is good because local newspaper, international newspaper also cover different kind of newses actually. If you can go for local newspaper also now, like you will get more information. But the thing is like how you will create automations for it every time.
depends on the channel and depends on the
There are state publishment also, state websites also. State website have a lower level of crime rate. They cover it also. Hmm. No, there are something like there are a lot of cases that not like in my like village side only. Like there is like only you can say forest, jungle only. So there is a lot of crime happen related to women only, but like lot of crime. And people's like police is very bad in UP actually. They take money, the 50,000 1 lakh, and they close the case immediately. So these kind of things not covered in the news also. It may be covered into the local news, local channels only, not onto the country level channels.
We restore that channels and
No, websites are present for those channels actually. They write the blogs, right? They write the blog.
bloggers will use no.
Ah. But suppose if I wanted to search a blog, what parameters I will search, what prompt I will give it for blogs. So how you will identify automations? It will not work because element is gone. Element is varying right now. Once these people, these automation tools, automation testing tool, if they getting automation testing tool with artificial intelligence, if these people segregated and created a proper library for it, then this kind of work will be very easy for us.
And Selenium was very slow, sir. According to beautiful soup is getting more faster than say Selenium.
Serena?
Selenium.
Selenium. Okay, Serena, what is that? A new LLM model is here.
It is working like much faster compared to Selenium.
Which one? Beautiful soup. But you can't control a lot of things in beautiful soup, na?
Automatic Selenium get from beautiful soup.
Okay.
It's better than
Use whatever it is better there. Okay.
I tried to take away 1 hour. When I tried it take
Half an hour.
complete half an hour.
Maybe it would be fast there. We use which is best for you. Okay. You can use both of them, whatever you wanted to use it there. Guys, I wanted to finally ask you how many projects has been completed. Whether forecasting you guys got it resolved or not. Huh? He's doing the project alone, na? Huh? He's missing. Like he can create, there is no issues at all. But my purpose was not giving the project in a team like you do it individual. I'm telling you. Like if it was like that, I can create a complete project. I will not do it myself only. I will utilize every people. Okay. If I know certain things, suppose I know this all React and everything, I start to create product by myself. No, I will give the resources to different people. Utilize it, do some work. That's why I created the team for you now. That's why I created the teamwork there. Like these people, I'm hoping that these people have did in teamwork. You created dashboard, and some people have did the research regarding computer visions and all those things. Some people have created the model. Some people, so every people is combined. That's kind of teamwork we needed actually. As I have seen, actually I have seen today. I was showcasing your project only in a batch. Actually, it said that today is rain, and morning it was rain there. Actually, accurate it is. Arey, bus. No. You guys, what is the update? One project is done, na? Guys, listen. You guys have to present on Monday. I've given you 14 projects. Only 5 or 6 project has been done, and that kind of fear I had in this starting only. I told you, na. I don't have belief there. You guys will complete the project. Whatever the easy project you guys have, that will, I'm hoping that you guys will complete. That's including 7 projects. I'm telling. Noise reductions, these thing project, where it's gone. I told you, don't choose that thing. It takes time. I have given you like. I made, but people are saying, okay, we can do it. We can try to do it.
Our sir, open team computer
Crop predictions. You guys, why don't write in LinkedIn and all those things?
This is our LinkedIn and all. This is the framework.
You guys write on LinkedIn. LinkedIn, I have good following actually. You write. No, like actually, at least I can tell you, 200, 300 right, like has at the rate Aman Kasaudan. 100 to 200 post of students you will get it only. Students, they write about me, like they have tagged into the posts and all that. Okay, and I like it. Then maybe better reach you guys can. Engagement is good in my case right now. So post it in LinkedIn so that people will know about it now.
I have actually kept it in GitHub and LinkedIn.
Do it like that.
GitHub అందరినీ కలిపి పెట్టాలి. పెట్టండి లింక్ అందుకే షేర్ చేశాను.
Still done or not?
It takes the X value as our predicted value. Right?
This is what? X data is what right now? 3-dimensional data you are sending into. Why 3-dimensional data you are sending in LSTM? 3D data you are sending now. 3D input it is. It is not 2D like 1D input, 2D input. 3D. 3D input it is used actually. X-train, I'm telling you, X-train. First data, 0 data. In zeros data, in of like 0 of 0. Now you tell me what are the each data you have it. This is 0th. This is first, and this is second. Now tell me what are these data first.
Average temperature, humidity, precipitation,
Hmm?
rainfall. These are the columns. Temperature, humidity.
Mostly could be one step only now. How you are passing in 3D? I'm interested into that part.
We didn't check that actually.
We are passing this data in LSTM. Try to understand. It's 3D data. It's three-dimensional data. If you try to see that thing, that means where it's gone. If you are passing this data, so one row of data is specific right now. This is complete one row of data. I wanted to understand this 0.29, 0.99, 0.026. What is this data?
Those are
Our predicted values, right?
This is X data. It's not predicted value.
Our target column.
This is not target column. This is X column. This is the X data. Based upon X data, you will forecast some Y data. So this is X data. You pass it. Forecasting LSTM. Try to say it one more time. Okay. Just verify it, and because it would not take this data. Maximum you will pass two-dimensional data into it.
I'll recheck once. I mean, like I didn't check. It was taking three-dimensional data. Like
That's
we'll
where the
verify.
model is getting the problem. You are saying that, na?
Uh-huh.
The data is not, because it is expecting two-dimensional data. You are passing. You have trained your model with three-dimensional data. It is not going to do like.
Under doubt, like if I take all these inputs,
Hmm.
like in Flask also have to write that manual code. I mean, like let's take we have done the min-max scalar and then inverse transformation. Like we have
All this thing you guys have
all
did.
that we have to write in Flask also.
Now I'm telling you one technique for it. First of all, whatever you are using, min-max scalar you're using, na, create the min-max object. Load, save it into a pickle file. You're creating what another min-max scalar. What you're doing other than min-max scaling?
I mean,
Standardization means suppose you're doing standardization load in like your model na,
yes, yes.
pickle dot dump, like your model dump into there. Now your standardized min max object, standardized object already has been trained on your data. So whenever you're getting a data from the front end, suppose you got a normal temperature value,
Okay.
min max dot transform, not fit transform,
Yes, yes,
dot transform method, pass your data. It will transform accordingly your previous data.
okay. By using that
Pickle dot load. Save that file, load that file. Save that file, load that file.
Like what are the functions we have used it there, we have to pickle it
Haan,
and
pickle
use
it,
there.
you can use it there. That is easiest way you can do it there. Okay. The same thing works into NLP also. Same technique.
Like we didn't check it was a 3D.
3D dimension problem and this problem. Try to solve Monday. You guys have to finish it. If any problem is coming, ping me on WhatsApp.
We'll try and do it today.
Huh.
If it doesn't,
Ping me on WhatsApp. There is no issues. I'll help you into that part. Okay.
for noise reduction, like we got some code actually.
There is like you can't create it manually from the scratch.
Like Varun said that, like he said it will be somewhat tough. You have to understand
I
all
am
that
telling you,
Fourier
na.
transform all the stuff.
I told you guys. Yeah, everything you guys are taking like in lightly, na, like these kind of project.
No,
That
I mean, like, we
this
thought-
project I know it. If I'm sitting, we can finish in 1 day. Okay, there is no issues. But that noise reduction, na, I thought it like it would be not completed easily. I knew that thing. Car parking and noise reduction. I knew that thing it would be not completed easily.
we thought like doing this on by using FE profit. Like later you suggested LSTM. That's where we can somewhat
This. Use it once, see the architecture like how you two-dimensional data mostly will pass it, not three-dimensional data. Okay, do it and pickle it also the same way. Do it, and if any problem is coming, let me know. You guys have finished one project at least, na? At least one project to finish, na? Weather forecasting, do it. Any issues coming, let me know on the WhatsApp. Okay, you can ping me after this internship also, no issues. Everyone can ping me after the internship also, there is no issues. Okay. So try to finish at least one project has been finished now. I told like Kalpana that 14 project has been done. 14 project. 14 different project. I don't know how you guys will do it there. Once in my college that happens, like there was a this thing appeared. There is an organization in UP actually. The organization work is to test the college level, and then it will approved that whether testing lab work, it can go on to that college or not. So I went into the examination. That is the final day of examination there. In first year, second year, nothing. I was like that kind of person who does not go into the colleges there. Last year, what happens now? That government agency come and then they ask the previous 5 years project that student have did in final year. At least show them 20 projects. At least show them 20 projects. And now college does not have any record. My college is lowest than tier 3 college, you can assume. College does not have any record of those projects, any record of those projects. Then what happens now? They knew that this person is working somewhere, so he can have the projects. So I started to go in labs. 20 projects environments have started very fastly. 20 people have put it into that. I like on that day I was like acting like a teacher there. Okay, 20 people's I have started. I have created entire environments into the entire system, and then the government authorization person come and he sees every project. Now the problem is that project was created by me only. Okay, and he was expecting this, so different student is going to explain the project. Started from like I was in the starting only. Started from the starting. I explained that project. Okay, then he started to go on different one. My faculty is saying like go behind him, go behind him. So I went him behind him, like every student who was sitting now there behind, I was there. Somehow I finished that one, those 20 projects, like a demonstration there onto that day. Okay, this kind of work I don't wanted to do. Like we don't want it to happen it here. At least everyone have 14 projects, 6-7 projects you guys have now. 6-7 projects, at least try to do it end to end deployment on up to the deployment level we wanted there. 14 projects, we want demonstration on Monday. Okay, deployment you guys have did one project now. Choose any other project also if it can be deployed properly. Okay, NLP task you guys can choose it there. NLP, LLM model, GPT models. Easier, it's easy actually. You need to see the code for this. Okay, do that thing. Represent the projects on Monday, guys. Complete with the presentation, and then good luck with your work, guys. You guys you guys have to work on to the company now. Like maybe 50 people are there, na 34 people. You guys will be not having in one team. At least there will be 4-5 teams. Definitely, I'm thinking that 4-5 teams you guys will be having there. सजेशन मैं क्या दूं तुम लोगों को? तुम लोग ऑलरेडी बहुत स्मार्ट हो एक्चुअली. इफ आई वाज frankly I'm telling you, if I am taking started from beginner level, and I need to make him influence into the data science field so that he can grow more into that field. Okay, so from starting I started to groom that student so that he can have a better knowledge, better understanding. You guys have already like experience with that. You guys have already good knowledge into it. If you have already good knowledge, that means you have already understand those kind of things. You have a capability to learn. You have a capability to understand everything, how the thing is working. If I'm telling use this LLM model, you guys have a capability to use that LLM model. If any new beginner person is coming, he does not have that capability. Now the thing is like you guys just need to grow. On the top of that, learn new skill, do different projects, involved in multiple teams, expand your skill set. Expanding is needed there. Conciseness you can maintain, like you can have a very good knowledge in specific domain on GPT model transform, you do that work, but expanding is much needed if you wanted to get better exposure there. Okay, expansion. In my case also, what is helping me? Expansion is helping me only. If any full stack project is also going on there, na, I can guide that full stack team also how the thing could be done into that. Okay, entire product I can guide. Why? Because the expansions help me. Like what are the different tools, how this thing we can use it. Expansion help me into that part. So now you guys can expand more. Like you can expand your skill set, understand different cloud technologies there, understand different workflow, how the products works there, how like integrations works there. You if you started to understand, then it is going to help you into the future, but like to do better works there. Companies are obviously looking for those people who is having good knowledge, but there are plenty of companies who are looking for those people who have a diverse knowledge actually. Okay, people started to like your JD, the JD is kind of, you should have a very diverse knowledge about it. Okay, it's not telling you just have a machine learning and you are going to do work on machine learning. It's everything has been put into it. You should have a knowledge of cloud also. Okay, so that kind of diversity you need to get it, and it will take time. 1 and 2 years easily it will take. And you guys are hardworking, you guys can do the hard work, and you guys can proceed and you can do better in life actually. Hmm. Hmm? Hmm. What they are asking? Huh. Huh. Maybe that could be a reason there. That could be a reason there.